Hey, welcome back to another Pen Talk, where professionals educate networkers. I'm Kevin Taylor, personal trainer in the Hoover area, and this is Cherry.
Hi, I'm Sherry Howell with Providence Chiropractic. I'm in Gateway BNI in Huntsville.
And here we are. We're going to be talking with Mr. John Chambers and Laura Hooks about cleaning and spring cleaning. John, if you'll go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, Kevin, thank you. I'm John Chambers. My wife and I own Chambers Realty Partners. We're a team of realtors within Keller Williams in our Hoover office. And we're delighted to be on the call today and delighted to be part of BNI Pinnacle. So I have been involved in Pinnacle for over 5 years now.
And Laura.
Yes, I am the owner of Buckets and Bells Cleaning Company, and I'm a member of Gadsden BNI Goalseekers group, and I'm very happy to be here. It's a pleasure.
We're great to have you. And just to let everyone know that the reason that John and Laura are talking today is because they were actually nominated by individuals in their BNI groups because they're just great presenters, great people to know, as well as experts in their field of that they are presenting in today. So Cherry, take it away.
Okay, John, this one's for you. Right now, one of the biggest questions I think there is how is the market right now? What kind of impact is social distancing and increased germ awareness having on it?
Well, that's a great question, Cherry, and we get asked that question quite a bit. I'll tell you, our real estate business is cyclical, and so when the pandemic was first kind of came into our view, we were heading into our spring selling season, which is our busiest time of the year. Most of the markets across the country and certainly in Alabama have been characterized by too little inventory. So we have more buyers than we have sellers. And so that has created a real stampede to find good houses. And so I think that the optimism of the American spirit said that we think this is going to be temporary. And we went into this pandemic with a house that was too small for our family, or it was too large for our family. Okay. And I think this has probably magnified that. We've obviously spent a lot of time with our loved ones, and for some people, that's been a painful experience. So, and so what we see is that we had one of our busiest months we've ever had, which was April, and then May has lined up to be the same. We don't have the final numbers on May yet. And so what happened is we just still had this competition. We learned to do things a little bit differently. We did more virtual tours. But our phone has still been ringing off the hook with buyers looking to buy and sellers looking to downsize or sellers looking maybe to right size.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, Laura, what should I look for when hiring a cleaner, and how do I interview them?
Well, the first thing that you're looking for is you want someone that's trustworthy. Unfortunately, you may not know them, and you may not know if you're getting someone who's trustworthy. And that's where we come in, because our bells are all vetted. We are fully insured, licensed, bonded, and so you don't have to worry about your things while they're in your home, because you may or may not be there while we're cleaning. One thing that you need to ask is you need to up front get a list of exactly what they're going to be cleaning, and we do provide that list with our customers up front so that they'll know exactly what to expect from us.
Excellent. All right, John, this question is for you. What is one of the biggest spring cleaning things on the inside of your home that you can do to get more enjoyment out of your home, or to even get it ready to be put on the market to sell?
Well, the biggest thing that we see is we have a term for it. It's homes that are over personalized. Okay. And Laura, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. But they've got too much stuff out. They've got too many photographs. They have got lots of places for dust to hide. So what we do is we try to get people to declutter their homes, clean off the countertops, clean off bathroom counters, maybe take one or several of these 700 or 800 pictures down, okay? So those are the things that we look for, is because a buyer, when they come into a home, if it's over personalized, then they have a hard time seeing themselves in that house. And nothing sells like a house that smells good. Okay, Laura, we love what you do, and we are thankful for people that do what you do.
All right, Laura, so question number 2, what types of cleanings do you offer for residential customers?
Well, we have a deep clean and we have a regular clean. And the regular clean is what people will need on a regular basis. That's where we come in and we do the sheets and we clean the kitchen and we do the bathrooms, the dusting, even the lampshades when we're dusting, and pictures on the walls. This is just part of what you're going to get from us every single time that you get a regular clean. We will also take out the trash. We will vacuum all the floors, even the hard ones, because that's going to get it cleaner than just sweeping it around, especially if there are pets in the home. And then we mop ourselves out. The deep clean is something that people will get maybe once a quarter, once every 6 months. And it's all that funky stuff that it needs to be cleaned ever so often, but just not as regularly. So that's going to be your trim work, your doors and knobs, the light switches, light fixtures, windows and blinds. We even take the air return grate off of the wall and wash it. And if it's screwed into the wall, we take a toothbrush and we clean each individual groove.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Thank you. All right, John, what is one of the biggest spring cleaning things on the outside of your home that you can do to get more enjoyment out of your home or to get it ready to be put on the market to sell?
Well, curb appeal plays a huge part, Jerry, in a buyer's first impression. Okay, and if a house has great curb appeal, then they tend to come in the house with an approving spirit, as opposed to trying to figure out why this is not the right house. So bushes trimmed, fresh pine straw, some seasonal color is always great. And then the things that we really stress are pressure washing the house, pressure washing the driveway. And if you've got any kind of stains on the roof, that makes a big impression as well. Those are typically is just mold or mildew, and those can be cleaned very easily. So you never get a chance, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And that's really what we're shooting for, is great curb appeal.
Thank you very much. That was a good answer. Okay, Miss Laura, let's see. Right now, people are concerned more than ever about cleanliness and deep cleaning, so I have heard a lot more about misting. What exactly is it, and do I need it?
Okay, well, misting is when we use a chemical that kills lots of bacteria, lots of different types of viruses, but more specifically, it kills this particular strain of COVID-19. And lately, we've been misting a lot of churches, we've done some factories, we've done office buildings, and we've even done personal residences, especially those that are in the medical field. And they'll just have us come in once a week, and it just lays a fine mist. We wear long pants, long sleeves, mask, gloves when we spray it, but it takes about 10 minutes for it to dry. And then it's completely safe for the kids and the pets after it's dried.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, John, question number 4. When it comes to staging a home for sale, what suggestions can you make for still making that a livable space?
Well, yeah, a lot of times people now, you know, they're being moved. Perhaps they've got to go quickly. And so we see some empty houses. We don't see as many anymore. But certainly if a house is empty, depending on the price point of the house, it's impossible to have great photos of a house if it's empty and no furniture. So one of the things that we'll do is, if it's a very nice house, furniture and staging will pay huge dividends when it comes to a buyer's perception about a house. So if we're seeing an empty house, we typically will stage that house.
Okay, very good. Laura, what is the suggested frequency when hiring a cleaning service? And do I need to pre-clean before you come in and clean?
That's so funny. I get that question all the time, and husbands especially. I have to clean the house before the cleaning lady comes. But no, you do not have to clean your home. To go back to the first question, the most common frequency is every 2 weeks. But we have some who want us to come every week if they have a lot of indoor pets, or especially now that the kids are home for the summer. We also have some retirees that they just live at home. It's just the 2 of them, and so they only have us come once every 4 weeks. So it's whatever you're comfortable with and whatever you need. And as far as cleaning before we come, we just ask that you straighten up so that, because we don't know where your stuff goes, what drawer, what cabinet. So if everything is cleaned off and straightened up, then we can wipe down and really clean everything, disinfect everything thoroughly.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, John, when are the optimal times of year to list and sell your home?
Cherry, I get that question a lot too. It's really interesting. The internet has kind of changed the seasonal patterns of our real estate business. If we look in Birmingham, we'll sell about 15,000 houses. That'll be 15,000 houses that sell across the year. If we look, then May, June, July, and August are our busiest months. But even in our slowest months, which are typically January and February, we will still sell probably 1,000 houses a month. And so I would tell you that the best time to sell a house is when you're ready to move. But the optimal time is the spring if you looked at just the numbers. But if you want a little less competition possibly, then selling in some of the off seasons is actually a better time because you got fewer sellers. And so you tend to corner the market better.
Thank you. All right, Miss Laura, do you provide your own supplies? And do I have an option as far as natural and normal cleaning products? Parents and health-minded individuals want to know if their pets and small children are safe.
Yes, yes. That is a wonderful concern because I wouldn't want someone just coming in here and bleaching everything in my home because the chemicals sometimes that leaves surfaces worse off than what they were before. We do provide our own supplies. The lady will come into the home. She's got a commercial grade vacuum that's regularly maintained and cleaned out. She's got a mop with the interchangeable mop head so that you'll get a fresh mop head. And then we have color-coded rags depending on what we're cleaning and what cleaner we're using. And she has got a caddy full of anything that she would possibly need. Everything that we use is, of course, safe for children and pets. In fact, we've just started using as our main all-purpose cleaner thieves cleaner from Young Living, and so of course that is very safe, and I believe it gives us a little notch up from everybody else. That's our little niche because that is a top quality cleaner.
That's great.
All right, so that's all the questions that we have for today. John and Laura, we thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being experts, and thank you for sharing with us. So we're going to finish the recording in a moment. If anyone needs to get in with them, we'll have their contact information up so that you can get in be in communication with them. So John, Laura, thank you so much, and we appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all.